Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, does not cost you anything. If there is something you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles here. This, for one thing, this is your long-term vision, okay? So there is a suggestion here that you need to focus, if you haven't yet, focus on your long-term goals, right? Or establish some long-term goals. What are we doing for the month, the year, 5, 10 years down the line? What is our long-term kind of outlook, right? Let's put this into some context because there's other stuff going on. Now we've got a Princess of Wands. So we've got these two court cards here. I wonder if there's a dynamic going on here between an older male and, well, it might be a younger, it could be a father-daughter kind of scenario here. I feel like there's something going on with an older male in your life, and I feel like that maybe is dad or grandpa, someone that has passed, someone that is in spirit now. And I wonder, well, it could be an older spouse too. I feel that there's an age difference for sure, right? And I know that they've transitioned into spirit. I don't know their relationship to you, but I feel like they had a very distinct long-term plan. Like they were interrupted in the process of their long-term plan, right? Something along those lines. Here is now the High Priestess. Yeah, messages are coming in from this older male energy. Could be an ancestor, spirit guide. But I feel like it is. Now we've got the Knight of Cups. I wonder if this is your spouse. I wonder if you had a spouse, or a partner, life partner, a romantic partner, or something like that was older than you that has transitioned into spirit. We've got a lot of fire energy right here in the middle, going horizontally. Okay, a lot of fire energy here. And it's kind of now on the vertical. Obviously, we have water, earth, and the spirit, High Priestess energy. And we've got this idea of an older male. There is an intimate connection with that older male, right? We got an 8 of Swords, 4 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and an Ace of Swords. We kind of have this almost problem-solution kind of energy here going on, you know? The 4 of Cups is the problem, then, oh, look at that, 10 of Cups. The 8 of Swords, that's the problem. But then we got the Ace, that's the solution, right? Very interesting energies here. This is kind of strange. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is that factor, infinite and unknown. All right. All right, it's going to go right here. We're going to put Mr. Ed right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, all right? But it will tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need. What are the ants? Why am I seeing so many ants? Is there an infestation? Was something going on with ants recently? Seeing a lot of ants around you right now. Okay, I feel like you also, when you were a kid, you did a lot of work in the yard. Like you helped your parents do a lot of yard work. Like you were pulling weeds and stuff a lot as a kid. And I think that you still have that kind of green thumb now, or that you still have that that passion to be out in nature, but I feel like we're not doing that yet or anymore. I feel like we've fallen out of that habit, but it's something that you really, really enjoyed, right? I see in some ways I see that there's not an avoidance of joy or pleasure, but there's like a deprioritizing of it. And I wonder if this older male, if they transitioned into spirit and left you with a lot of responsibilities, right? Left you with a kind of a lot of worries. We've got that Ten of Wands in the background here. It's kind of making me wonder if there's now a lot of burden on you. A lot of things that you have to take care of now, to the point where you kind of feel like relaxing, having a good time, or doing something you enjoy, or pursuing a hobby, it's kind of not in the cards right now, because we're seeing that some of your kind of personal interests have been put on hold. Okay, and I almost feel too with the Eight of Swords here that we don't know when this is going to end. It feels like there's a lot of things, and it kind of feels like we're overwhelmed by a lot of this responsibility now. Okay, and so I don't know if it was a father figure. I still feel that maybe it was a spouse or a lover or something like that. There's more of an intimacy there. Okay. This is a difficult one because I'm getting a lot of this energy coming through, and it's almost an energy that it's kind of saying, I'm sorry. Right? Is that meaningful to you? The idea of this person saying, I'm sorry. I don't know what for. Sorry for passing, perhaps sorry for leaving. A lot of responsibility, this big kind of, I don't know if it's a big mess that you have to clean up, or if it's just a lot of maybe financial worries, or something about the property, or about the home, or keeping the business going, or just kind of leaving you on your own, right? Let's look around. The only major arcana card we have is this High Priestess. I feel like there's definitely some communication coming through for you. And I feel like it's almost, I'm feeling as if you, at night or something, that you talk to this person kind of out loud. Or maybe not even at night, maybe just this through the day, and kind of when you're in the house and you're doing stuff around the yard or whatever, or taking care of some of these responsibilities. I feel like you're still talking to them, right? Like you're still, and it's not like it's like you're kind of saying, oh, thanks a lot, thanks for leaving me with all this stuff. It's kind of playful in a way, but it's like you're just kind of almost like you do need an apology, Does that make sense? Let's keep looking. We know we have all this fire right in the middle here. And you're really, if this is you, this Princess of Wands right here in the middle, this is a lot of fire around you, right? And it's kind of like it feels overwhelming. There's a 10 of Wands on one side, there's a 7 of Wands on the other. You're between the Devil and the deep blue sea. You're between a rock and a hard place here. This energy is overwhelming, but then there's no way for you to stop doing what you're doing. Okay, and so maybe there is something there from the beginning with that long-term plan. Like maybe you have to check in with what your long-term goals are now. Maybe because things are different now. Maybe this person has departed rather abruptly. You do have my condolences. Okay, but I feel like we need a strategy here. We need to figure out a way forward. Because this is an energy here with the 7 of Wands that says you can't keep doing what you're doing. Eventually, you're gonna get this. There's gonna be diminishing returns. Eventually, we're gonna get overtaken by this energy. We're trying to keep up with it, but we're not going to be able to to keep this going for much longer in this way. We have to think long term. Okay. Spirit's telling me that there is a connection with Texas for you. Also, there's something about your knee. I don't know if you had knee surgery or you had something, you twisted it, but I'm seeing a glowing kneecap, There's some kind of inflammation or something with your knee, right? Okay. The Knight of Cups here. Usually the Knight of Cups is about the giving and receiving of love and affection. And I feel like this is something that you want, something that you need in your life. But it's kind of up there as an aspiration that says, yeah, maybe someday. Maybe someday I can kind of rest from all of this. In a very practical way, it's all fire. It's all fire, and for whatever reason, dealing with what this person has left for you, I don't know why they're saying sorry, but this is what you're going, and maybe sorry for maybe they were the person with whom you had that exchange of love and affection, right? And now they're not there in the same way. They're still with you. Okay, they're still with you, but they can't obviously function on the material plane as they once did, right? So they're there, but at the same time, you're left doing all the things, okay? The High Priestess here, there's a box that you have full of you have like a memory box, right? There's some kind of a box that you have where you put, I don't know if it's like a keepsake. I don't think it's kind of like a keepsake box, but it's more of a memory box. I'm being told memory box. It's something that you put memories in, not necessarily a keepsake, but almost like practical things too, things that you want to remember, but in some way different than a keepsake box, right? I don't know if there's even like handwritten notes that you'll write something down that you want to remember and you kind of stick it in there, right? And so there's I see like a lot of papers mostly, right, in this box that you have, like a memory box. Something in the kitchen, right, a table, and I feel like that's where you have spent a lot of hours lately. At the kitchen table, paperwork, making these little notes, putting them into that memory box thing. But at the table, maybe paying bills, trying to sort out things, trying to figure out the budget, or figure out all the paperwork that this person left for you, trying to get organized, right? Because then I kind of feel this Eight of Swords is starting to creep in, where there's just too much going on, and it's like the more we try to figure out, it's like you got your glasses on, you got the pencil in your ear, and you're just trying to make sense of something, but it's not making sense. But the more we try, the more tangled up we feel. Okay, and that's kind of the general energy right now. That's what I'm feeling here with the Eight of Swords. All right. Now, I don't know, did you have an argument right before they passed? Because there's a lot of fire energy there, and with the dynamic between these two, I know there's a lot of love. There was intimacy there. It could be dad or grandpa or something, but it was someone close to you. There was a closeness, right? And I feel like there was, in some way, the living situation was tied up. The finances were tied up. So it makes me think it was a spouse or, something like that, a partner, But there's something about an argument. There's something about like something was unfinished. And maybe that's part of this apology, because I'm still hearing, I'm sorry, So I think either sorry for arguing with you, or they're saying that that they're wrong kind of thing. I'm sorry that we had that conversation, that fight, And maybe that's kind of weighing on you a little bit. Knight of Cups up here, that would make sense. Because the last kind of major interaction that you had with this person was that argument. Yeah. Rather than being an expression of love and affection, maybe it was it was kind of anger and frustration, and maybe it was over the kind of long-term plans or their wishes, right, or their kind of intentions for the future. I don't know if they passed suddenly or not. I feel like it was unexpected, but I feel like they kind of knew that it was coming, right? Or they had a feeling or an intuition that it was coming. Maybe they didn't have a diagnosis or whatever, but they kind of knew that something was going on. And that's maybe part of this apology too, that it's kind of like, they had a little suspicion, and they're sorry for their decision putting you here where you are right now. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's talk more about the path of the serpent here. We have to find the clarity. We have to be able to simplify things, and you will be. Okay. There's going to be really a drastic change from an 8 to an ace of swords. This is clarity. This is peace. Okay. And I really feel like this person wants you to find the clarity. They want you to be at peace. They want you to know that they are okay, that they are not burdened by anything. They are sympathetic to your burden. They are sincere in their regret of having burdened you. And I think it's because they did leave rather suddenly. It left you with a lot on your plate. Left you with all of these decisions to make, all of these plans to make, all of these documents to sort out and that sort of thing. So you're making those little notes to yourself, maybe sticky notes or something, to keep yourself kind of organized. Everything you have to try to remember, And they're sincerely, they're apologetic. Here's the 4 of Cups. They're sorry that they left you with all of this stuff to do. I feel like there's a lot of stuff. Now they really like the Italian food, right? They were the one that always wanted to go to the Italian place for dinner. Yeah. I'm being shown like the Italian place, not like the fancy Italian place with the white tablecloths and the fabric napkins. No, the Italian place with the red and white like checkered tablecloths and the plastic flowers, right? It more of like a pizzeria than a fancy Italian restaurant, right? But they like the Italian food there. Yeah. And I'm still getting that feeling of I'm sorry, right? Because they're at peace. They're in clarity right now. And they are, confirming their energy with these details and things, but they know that you're kind of in this position where you're like, right now I don't care about the Italian food. I don't care what you used to like to eat. I've got to deal with all of this fire energy. I got to deal with all of this stuff here. Okay. Now, the lights have been flickering in your house lately, right? That's them. And I don't know, they're like something's been, like a light bulb's been buzzing or something and flickering. That's them letting you know that they're still with you, even though they can't directly help with anything. Right? And I think that's part of, and I'm kind of smiling because it's almost like, yeah, thanks for being here, but can you do something? Right? Can you pick up a broom? That sort of energy, Yeah, back to this water energy. Sometimes I know it feels as if we're never going to have another good day. Right? That we've got this 4 of Cups here and we're just kind of floating through this thing. We're just getting tossed about by the waves. We're a cork on the ocean. There's no effort we can do. We're struggling here just to kind of stay afloat here. But I feel like you're getting kind of exhausted by a lot of this energy. And of course they're showing me that inflamed knee, I don't know if it's joint pain or if it's something, in the muscle, but there's this idea of needing to rest. Okay. Now there was something awkward between the two of you involving a text message. Maybe that's what started this argument. Maybe maybe you got a text message from them, or something was meant for somebody else, but there was some kind of a mix-up with the texting, and maybe that led to that argument. Or they're telling me something about the text message. There was an awkward moment, right? Awkward moment. Ten of Cups here in the position of the obstacle, right? This is, I think, the obstacle for you as you embody a little bit of this Knight of Pentacles long-term vision. It's difficult to see any kind of long-term satisfaction now, okay? And that's completely understandable. There's no way around that. This is just the difficult thing. We've got to keep working through this. There is a satisfying, fulfilling life ahead of you, okay? Spirit showing me someone dancing around the house, holding a cat. I don't know if you're dancing with the cat, but you got the cat with you and you're dancing around the house. There's this idea of playing. There's this idea of having fun again, of having joy, of experiencing love. Okay? And I know that seems like bygone days, right? Maybe it seems, I'm getting a G name for them. I don't know what their name is, George or something, or Greg, or something with a G, right? They want to see you manifesting this 10 of Cups. They want you to feel joy. They want you to feel bliss and fulfillment, right? And love and satisfaction. And, that's got to be part of your long-term goals. But right here with this fire energy, we're not thinking long-term. We're thinking, this is the immediate stuff I got to deal with. I ain't got time to think about long-term goals. I'm trying to get through the next 5 minutes, let alone 5 years, right? So that's the energy that they're showing me right now. Okay. They were a big Star Wars fan, I guess. I'm seeing like a Jedi Knight with the lightsaber thing. I don't know if that's if they dressed up as the Jedi or something for Halloween or for a party, or if that's supposed to be like their interest, or if that's something that the two of you shared was an interest in those movies, maybe. Something significant there anyway. They were very afraid of spiders, right? Like in kind of a silly way, where they would really freak out, like they're the one, they'd jump up on the chair or something when they saw a spider, yeah. And then you'd come in and just kind of scoop it up and take it outside, yeah. You were the fearless one. Ace of Wands here at the end. There will be drastic changes, okay? And I think you've already experienced those drastic changes. But I think that things are going to clarify. Things are going to get easier. You're going to start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to start to see the prospect of this future, this 10 of Cups, this life that is going to be satisfying and happy and productive and loving and full of joy and bliss and pleasure and all these things. Okay. Let's take, before the mystery card, let's do a Metatron Oracle. Yeah. Like we need a little bit of encouragement here. Okay. Now they had something with their head, right? That's how they passed, something with the head. I don't know if it was, I don't think it was like an accident, like injury. It was like a stroke or something, some kind of maybe bleeding in the brain or something like that, right? Something with the head. Yeah. That's the one. Let's see, make sure we got one here. It is go with the flow, paddle on. Paddle on. There is that suggestion of water energy here, right? So it's kind of like Spirit is saying, this person is saying through Spirit that the water energy is there for you, that it's saying Move on. Pursue a happy life. And it's not saying forget about me or get over me or anything. But no, but continue moving forward on that water. Continue to paddle forward in life. And pursue your satisfaction, your love, your pleasure, your joy. Pursue your happy life. Okay? There's going to be some sort of clarity about all of this really intense, kind of excessive work that you have to do, all this stuff to figure out. There will be clarity, but Spirit is saying, pursue your happiness. Paddle on to your best life. Make plans for the future. Don't get stuck where you are. Four of Cups, right? Don't allow things to stagnate. Don't feel as if your life has ended too. Okay. Now let's do the mystery card. I want to do an angel number card too before we go today. We're going with the flow. Maybe this will be the Ace of Wands. Maybe this will be some more earth energy. I want to see something practical. I want to see that there's an easing of your burden. I want to see some good earth energy here. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I'll take it. This, I think, is your future self. This feels like this is you in your long-term goal, in your life, right? In the future you. Surrounded by abundance, surrounded by love. You got your pets, your plants, your people, everything's around you there somewhere. And you are still connected with this person. You're still cherishing them. They are still with you. Right? So in the moments of your future success and all this love and bliss and all of this achievement and satisfaction that you're going to feel, you're still going to be connected to this person. And you're still going to be able to kind of sit down in a quiet moment and speak with them, feel them. Okay? So it's not a loss. It's a change of energy. It's a change of circumstances. Maybe it's a drastic change, yeah. But it's not a loss. It's a reconfiguration of energy. Right? Energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. Let's do an angel number card. And whatever number this is, I want you to use it as a way to start the process of receiving these signs and symbols and synchronicities from the world around you. You got that High Priestess. This person is communicating with you. The lights are flickering, the light bulb's buzzing, right? Be on the lookout for a lot of these kinds of things. A lot of these strange things, synchronicities, again, the anomalies, right? The uncanny or the absurd things that you notice, but we have to be open. We have to notice them. Okay? So it doesn't matter what the number is on this card, but use it as a way to begin the process of noticing the communications. 1122, right? A series of the double digits there, 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4, kind of sequential doubles, right? It's a great shift. Personal growth, spiritual development, and manifesting goals, oneness, connection, completion. First, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Okay, getting through this situation. Let's just start. Let's prioritize. Let's make a list. Let's make a checklist, small incremental goals. Let's just start getting stuff done one by one so we can start checking off those boxes, right? Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. And I think that's really an apt message in today's reading. Okay? There is so much so much in store for you. There's so much still in your future. And we're starting the process, right? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. We're progressing. We're doing it. And I think you're still doing it with this person, okay? And I don't think you're moving on from this person. I don't think you're betraying this person. Even if you should find, new forms of love in your life, you're not losing the connection with this person, okay? But there is a shift. There is development. There is progress here. And I think this is really an important card. Focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Let's do what we got to do. Let's start getting these things done, checking off the boxes, right? Crossing things off our list. Maybe we start with the easiest things first. And then we'll be able to expand our horizons. We'll start to get more and more of these goals, more personal, more long-term goals, like we said, right? I think this is going to be okay. Now, we're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around, there's a link in the corner. There's one down below. New readings for Aquarius every Thursday and Sunday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It does not cost you anything. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.